Hello there, and welcome to this edition of Small Town History. I'm your host, Mike Elliott, and today we're going to be looking at the small town of Chillicothe, Ohio. The community of Chillicothe was founded in 1796 by a party led by General Nathaniel Massey. The town's name comes from the Shawnee term Chillicothe, meaning principal town, because it was the chief settlement of that division of the Shawnee people. If you live within 30 miles of Chillicothe, you might know it as the town with the stinky paper mill featuring the famous smokestack. Or you might know it as the town that's home to Kenworth Truck Factory that employs hundreds of people. Or maybe you've heard of the historic downtown Majestic Theater. Chillicothe is located in scenic Ross County, an area that attracts hikers and mountain bikers from all over the state. Chillicothe's revitalized downtown district has boosted tourism with people visiting for weekend trips of shopping and exploring. Chillicothe, however, is more than a local place to hang out and shop. Chillicothe is rich in local history. From being an area that's very instrumental in the early days of settling, to being influential in state politics, there is so much to learn about Chillicothe. Let's go check it out. One significant thing to point out is that Chillicothe was the first capital of Ohio. Chillicothe held that title from 1802 to 1810. Chillicothe was the capital again from 1812 to 1816 when the capital moved north to Columbus. Located downtown is the courthouse, which is on the site where the first state house once stood. In 1852, the original state house was demolished so a new courthouse could be built in its place. In 1940, a replica of the original state house was built to house the Chillicothe Gazette. This building still stands today and is used to house various offices. Another popular site in the area is the Adena Mansion, located on a hilltop just west of downtown. The Adena Mansion was built for Thomas Worthington in 1807. Thomas Worthington was instrumental in Ohio's early days. He moved from Virginia to Chillicothe in 1798 and was a leader in the community. He is referred to as the father of Ohio's statehood. The official insignia of Ohio, the Great Seal, was inspired by an overlook at the property of the Adena Mansion that features Mount Logan in the background. Chillicothe is also home to America's oldest continuously operating theater, the Majestic Theater. Some interesting history about the theater is that it once served as a morgue during the World War I era, which brings us to our next interesting piece of history. Just north of town is an area that once served as a training facility for the military during World War I. Camp Sherman started housing recruits in 1917. Before the war ended, more than 40,000 soldiers had trained at the facility. When the 1918 influenza epidemic hit Camp Sherman, nearly 1,200 soldiers died from the disease, thus the need to turn the Majestic Theater into a morgue. After embalming, the blood from the bodies was thrown outside in the alley, and still known today as Blood Alley. So whether you're looking for a short day trip or a weekend getaway, Chillicothe is a great place to see some beautiful country, check out some cool shops, and eat some great local cuisine, all while taking in some small town history. Overall, I give Chillicothe 2 thumbs up, and I recommend that you check it out for yourself. Thanks for watching.
Well, I was born in a small town, and I live in a small town. All my friends, it's a small town. My parents live in